The excitement is building today as we are just minutes away from kicking off the IPL 500 Festival Parade. Welcome, everyone. 300,000 people lining the streets of downtown Indianapolis, and they are ready to witness the pageantry, a time-honored tradition one day before the greatest spectacle in racing. It began in 1957, the dream of 4 civic leaders who believed that the Indianapolis 500, the greatest spectacle in racing, deserved a proper celebration in the days prior to the drop of the green flag. With a goal not only to celebrate the Indianapolis 500, but to enhance and enrich the lives of the citizens of Indianapolis and the state of Indiana, the 500 Festival was born, and with it, one of the original events, a parade. In year one, more than 150,000 spectators lined the streets of Indy the night before the race and set the framework for more than 60 years of community pride and national success. 6 decades of parade pageantry later, and the tradition continues, stronger than ever. Celebrities, marching bands, floats, and balloons. But the drivers are the stars here. All 33 Indy 500 starters riding in traditional rows of 3 and eager to thrill the crowd up close and personal. The 61st annual IPL 500 Festival Parade from the streets of downtown Indianapolis is next. Welcome, everyone, to the 61st IPL 500 Festival Parade. This is indeed the year of the most ever. The most ever floats, 11 of them. The most ever balloons, 19. And the most ever bands, 17, with a total of 772 marching band members across the nation. We have some very special guests for you all this year, from the Grand Marshal to our 5 renegades whose stories are truly inspiring. Our other special guests today, all 33 drivers who are chasing a dream in the quest to win the 101st running of the Indianapolis 500. So much to see and enjoy today, including the Gordon Pipers, the premier bagpipe band, and the Indianapolis Metro Police Department motorcycle drill team, and so much more. This year will be no different, as the 500 Festival Parade has been adding color to downtown Indy since 1957. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Andrea Moorhead, along with Kevin Lee and Angela Buckman, and oh, what a glorious day it is. We are so honored to serve as your host, but we also have some fabulous people who are down below who are going to kind of get you into the nooks and the crannies of the parade as it makes its way through downtown Indianapolis. A beautiful day, a gorgeous day after last night's rain.
Yes, last night's rain is gone, and it is a perfect day for a parade in downtown Indianapolis. This year's theme, Accelerating the American Spirit, and we've got lots of that as we walked up. The Boy Scouts that helped set up and clean up, passing out American flags. You may see them waving behind us on this fantastic Saturday.
And Angela, I'm counting on you for a good forecast tomorrow, this same time.
I'm working on
noon tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. It was not looking good a couple of days ago. You know, this event is a celebration of the entire month, and the world thinks about this weekend and the greatest race in the world, but Indianapolis makes this a month-long event. The 500 Festival Committee does such a fantastic job. We're proud of the Indianapolis 500, and we'd like to celebrate it all month long.
We truly are the ambassadors, I will believe, of the 500 Festival, and of course for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the celebration tomorrow. Let's now go down to our Dave Calabro, who's standing by with our Indiana Governor, Eric Holcomb. Dave?
Hi, you guys. Yeah, gorgeous day for the parade. Thank you, Governor, for joining us. So look at this parade route, everybody here. There's no rain. It's fun.
It doesn't get any better than this. All eyes are on Indiana, and that's globally speaking.
You are from Pike High School, local boy.
West side is the best side.
This brings up a lot of memories.
It does, and they all kind of blur together, but this is a bucket list to be governor at the Indy 500.
Oh, its pace is picking up. You're going to be along the parade route. Thanks for joining us.
Go Joseph Newgarden, by the way. So let me just get that in here. But
our first prediction of the day.
Nothing more patriotic than starting the whole summer and this weekend at this parade.
Thank you, Governor. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, good to see you.
Let's go to Katie Hargett along the parade route now. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Dave. It is so good to be here in downtown Indianapolis for the 500 Festival Parade. Thank you, Angela, for clearing up the weather for us. The energy down here is great. Lots of fans packing the streets here in downtown.
Thank you so much, Katie. We appreciate it. And you know, Kevin, this parade is not just about the pageantry, the pomp, and the circumstance, but it really is about the drivers. All 33 drivers are here today, and of course, they're going to be standing by with their families. Such a wonderful, wonderful tradition here.
And it's really a great day for the families and the drivers that have kids really enjoy this as well. And we start to think, they may try to put it in the back of their mind, but we start to think about the race tomorrow and what we've seen throughout the month. One thing we've seen is we've seen bigger speed than in 21 years. Scott Dixon qualified at over 232 miles per hour, the fastest since 1996. Obviously a huge story worldwide has been Fernando Alonso participating in the 500 as a two-time Formula One world champion. And by the way, he's been very good and has a real chance to win the race. And there are about a dozen, maybe even 20 that have a legitimate chance to win the race. Certainly about 10 heavy favorites to win the race. Elio Castroneves can win his fourth. So many more great storylines to talk about throughout the week.
Elio's such a fan favorite. Everybody loves him.
Yes, and the other storyline has been the weather. We timed it okay with the rain late last night, cleared out for the parade, and we're hoping a similar setup. We get a round of storms, but clearing out for the race tomorrow. And we hope to see you at the Indy 500, the 101st running of the Indy 500.
Yes. By the way, if we are, it's not going to happen, but if we are delayed a little bit, they could start the race as late as around 5 o'clock or so and still get it into completion. So we do have a big window between about 12:20 when it's scheduled to begin and 5:15 or so and still run the race. Can't wait for tomorrow. This is like Christmas Eve because for race fans and people in Indianapolis, tomorrow is Christmas Day and the anticipation is a big part of it.
You know, so many of the drivers are really role models to so many kids. And when I think about myself as a young woman, we're thinking about the female driver in the race for tomorrow.
Pippa Mann has become a crowd favorite, and she does so much work in the community and to raise awareness for the Susan G. Komen Fund. And Pippa has, especially with little kids, I did an event last night, and people were asking, kids were asking, when is Pippa going to be here? And they were happy to see her.
We love
Always
Pippa.
wearing pink.
Always wearing pink. At this time, please join us in honoring America and all of our nation's brave men and women in uniform with our national anthem. Specialist Arlie Rosario, Sergeant Ronald Walker, and Staff Sergeant Leanne Boaz of the Indiana Army National Guard.
38th Infantry Division Band.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the
What a remarkable display of patriotism on this Memorial Day weekend here in downtown Indianapolis. In just a few minutes, our own Josh Kaufman from Indianapolis and Season 6 winner of The Voice on NBC will kick off this year's IPL 500 Festival Parade. He's going to be performing the hit single by the X-Ambassadors called Renegade. And it really is that song. It serves as a tribute to people who work to overcome challenges, and we all can really be inspired by their stories.
And we've got lots of stories to share with you because we have actual renegades that will be introducing you to in the next couple of minutes.
5 renegades, as a matter of fact, and joining us today, they are the renegades who they say they refuse to let anything hold them back from accomplishing great things. It really is paying tribute to anyone who faces any type of challenge with courage. They face it with courage. So the song Renegade speaks to everyone, for us all to celebrate the human spirit. It's so appropriate considering the fact that this year's theme is accelerating the American spirit.
And up first, the Indy Thunder Beat Baseball team. Beat Baseball is a style of baseball for the blind and visually impaired.
I've actually done this, and I can tell you it's hard, and you don't have to be visually impaired. They could put a blindfold on you, but I was not very good at
Very
it.
good. In 2016, our very own Indy Thunder won the World Series Championship of Beep Baseball. Congratulations to them.
Sam Grew is also here. He was an active athlete before bone cancer resulted in the amputation of his right leg, but that did not stop him. He made the U.S. Paralympic track and field team, won gold in the high jump at the World Championships, and silver at the Rio Paralympic Games.
Our next renegade is a Speedway High School student, Deshaun Thompson. He's helped raise his 8 brothers and sisters and actually saved the life of one of his brothers. He revived him after finding him face down in a pool. Deshaun performed CPR to save his life before help arrived. He is on pace, by the way, to fulfill his own dream of becoming a surgeon, and he's got a 4.2 GPA.
Oh, congratulations to him.
I'm
Good
not
going.
familiar with that. I am not familiar.
The 4 or the 2?
In elementary school.
There was a .2 in there
Okay,
somewhere.
excellent.
It just didn't have a 4 in front of it. BJ Yoho is a champion of character, and he really embodies the renegade spirit. Lifelong spina bifida, but he has, with his attitude, inspired so many around him. It's resulted in the donation of thousands of toys to the children at Riley Children's Hospital.
And our last and number 5 renegade today, after being diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer, racing legend John Andretti. There he is. He is working tirelessly to really promote the need for timely colonoscopies with this Check It for Andretti campaign. There is no doubt that John's hard work will save countless lives. In fact, his motto and the hashtag everyone has been using is "In it to win it." He has really inspired so many people to make sure that they check themselves as well.
And yes, and you will see on some of the cars, if not all of them, tomorrow during the 101st running of the Indy 500, that hashtag, Check It for Andretti, that encouragement to get everybody out there if you haven't had a colonoscopy. And I imagine those doctors are busy now and going to get busier after seeing the support that John Andretti is getting, not only from the racing community, IndyCar and NASCAR, but everybody.
You're right, NASCAR is involved as well. A lot of cars in the Coca-Cola 600 on Sunday night in Charlotte will be recognizing and supporting John. He's been a good friend of mine for many, many years, and he has done so much for so many others, including Riley Children's Hospital. Everyone else just wants to get on board with John, and he's won races in NASCAR and IndyCar, and we know he's going to win this race too.
It's so wonderful that he's been so really selfless in terms of sharing his story. He didn't have to, but he did because he wanted to inspire other people to, again, make sure that they take care of themselves as well. Well, today, again, we are celebrating the never give up spirit and really an ability to fight through obstacles of these individuals. These inspirational champions truly make our world a much, much better place. They push us all to never, ever, ever give up. Joining us today as we celebrate Renegades, please welcome Indiana's own and winner